like comfortable fit the way it should fit.
Well, it looks amazing on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? So what size is it?
It's according to the number.
Is that rude to ask you what size your shirt is?
No, it is not. As long as we're not live and Joe's not going to show it on the internet.
Welcome to Bigs Live, guys. How are we doing? Welcome back to the 2023 season, man. I am super excited to be here. I love the fact that Frank Bucco is back with us. Mr. Haber, how are you this evening? This thing is talking to me at the same time, so bear with me momentarily.
As long as we're not live.
There you go.
Is it good now?
I love the duck on your head. It's great.
He's got pizza on his head.
That's pizza.
Guys, what is it that we are doing this evening? Well, we're going to do a Fantasy Pros mock draft simulator. And just before we were going to go live, we came up with a really awesome idea brought to us by Little Red Riding Hood down there. That's not Little Red Riding Hood. That's the like we can do it lady from the 50s, right? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to draft from the 1 spot. Mr. Haber will be drafting from the 8 spot. Frank with the 16 overall pick. Before we do get started, Frank, how are you doing this evening, man?
Look out for bad news. That's right. I am doing wonderful. I'm having a fantastic time. You gentlemen are wonderful, and I am happy to be back doing this yet again for another season.
Absolutely, man. This is what it's all about. The mustachioed villain below me. I said below me.
Wow.
How are you this evening, my friend?
I'm doing great. It's Yahoo's day today, right? Because the Yahoo fantasy baseball leagues have now opened up. So I'm feeling great. We're 2 months out from opening day. I mean, we're getting close. I feel baseball season coming, so I'm great, Joe.
You know, it's a bunch of degenerates when we're just standing around waiting for Joe to get this live going, and we're talking about how terrible the Miami Marlins offense is going to be. Like, that's the discussion topic as we were getting ready here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, I wonder how many Marlins are going to be drafted here as we go along. Again, 16 teams. For those joining us from my new Dynasty League, the Can-Am League, from Doubleday Pro, who has just launched their league for the 2023 season because it is, in fact, Yahoo Day. All of those guys know that this was coming down here in about an hour ago. So we're happy to have those guys on board. Go ahead and jump in the chat, hit the like button. Let's boost this thing up. Let's make this happen. It's early in the season. I want more. Frank is just saying, like, I got to go find another league, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's find my boy a league, all right? Let's find our boys a league. We got some spots to go. Let's do some things. Let's begin this. So our league, the Bigs, is what we're drafting for in this mock. 16 teams overall, full redraft. A catcher, first, second, short, and third. Left, center, and right. We do 3 starting pitchers, 6 relief pitcher spots, and 1 P, because everybody has 1 P. And then the utility spot. We have 6 bench spots. It's a full 26-man roster, so we'll go 26 full rounds. We are not having a time clock on it because we do want to discuss our picks in between. And the only other caveat is that we are not going to be allowed to pick anybody on anybody else's roster. So if Mike Haber picks somebody and he lands to Frank at 16, Frank can't get him, right? So that's the only other caveat we had. But because we're spaced out this far, I feel like that's going to happen very infrequently until the much later rounds when we're looking for sleepers and breakout guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's kick this thing off. You guys were so kind off air to give me the 1 spot in this thing. We're coming back to yeah, right. So go ahead and hit your button, get to your pick, because I'll let you know who I take at 1. All right.
Go.
All right.
Here we go. All right. I just popped up here on the simulator. Now, while I'm doing this, I don't even see the guy I really want to take. Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay. So
At 1?
My 1-1 this year, as it stands right now on January 27th. I'm already hoping for July, is how excited I am. I'm taking Jose Ramirez. I love Jose Ramirez for his obvious eligibility at third base. I think it's an incredibly shallow position this year, and a 30-30 steal. Like 30-30 upside is always what I'm looking for in the first round, and that dude is nice.
Excellent.
Mike, you are up with the 8th pick, my friend. What do you got going on there for us?
Oh, I'm going to go with Yordan Alvarez for my left field spot.
All right. So Jose Ramirez for me at third base. Mike getting Yordan Alvarez at 8. I really do like that, honestly.
Yeah.
Who else was available for you there?
Mookie Betts was available. Vlad was available. But outfield get Fins out, and I really like. I struggle with left field, so I'm happy to fill that first pick.
Okay. I just want to have you weigh in on Yordan Alvarez versus Mookie Betts. I think that's the only one I would have gone with over him.
Yeah. No, it's probably on a different day in a different league in a different. Yeah, I may decide differently, but
okay.
I'm going for power in this draft, and that's how we'll start it off.
Let's go get it. Frank Bucco, you're at 16. What do you got as your best picks, and where are you going?
Well, I always have the issue of, I always have a problem getting third baseman. So I feel like I'm going to take it early.
Okay.
So I am going to draft Manny Machado.
Yeah, he's most certainly a viable back end of the first round pick. I'm glad that he's there for you, honestly. Yeah. I expected him to go a little bit earlier than this. So a little bit of a steal on the back end. Now you're right there with the first pick in the second round. So who are you pairing with Machado here at the wheel?
I am going to pair Machado with last year's National League Cy Young Award winner in Sandy Alcantara.
You can't do a whole lot better than that if you're going to take those two guys. I mean, that is a very, very nice pairing there. You get arguably the best bat and the best pitcher available there in your 200 solid innings. Interesting, though, we were just talking about how terrible the Marlins offense is. So would you be concerned drafting Sandy this high with that terrible offense, Frank?
No, because he's still really good.
Okay.
And, you got to produce runs somewhere.
Right. You're not going to be concerned about Jacob deGrom syndrome with him?
No.
Okay, cool. Mike, middle of the second round, what do you got available for us?
All right. We got a couple of corner infielders available, which I think that's where I'm headed just based on scarcity. And I am going to take Paul Goldschmidt here.
That is a hell of a guy to get in the second round, in the middle of the second round.
Yes.
What number pick was that?
That was, well, I already clicked it.
I think about 24 or so, 24, 25.
That is, I'll tell you in 1 second. That is number 20. Hold on. Yeah, 25.
25, yeah. No, that is really nice to get that. You're pairing Yordan Alvarez and Goldschmidt. Like, you could have 200 RBIs right there.
Yeah.
That is,
love that. On base, average, we got it all. First two picks.
All right. Back to me here at the wheel at the 2-3. Now, there's another position that I find incredibly weak that I think I need to capitalize on as early as possible. Now, I was hoping I could get this guy later, but given the fact that I'm at the wheel, I'm not going to be able to get him by the time I draft again. So I'm shocked that I'm going to say this, but my second round pick is going to be Jose Altuve.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not really a Joe move. Shocked.
I know it's not. Neither is this Jose Ramirez pick, right? Like,
that's a Gaber move. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
bad.
there's nothing flashy or exciting about this yet.
No.
You know, that's more what I'm known for. I'm not gonna go ahead and do what everybody thinks I'm gonna do. Freak out, man. No. I'm just gonna keep going with steady, consistent production. Go ahead and give me Francisco Lindor here to start out the third round. And there's my infield of Ramirez, Altuve, Lindor.
Nice.
Mr. Haber, it comes back to you middle of the third round here. What do you got?
Oh, see, I'm kind of tempted. I don't love to pick two players from the same team this early.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but
staring,
staring at me right now is Nolan Arenado.
Yeah.
At pick 40. And if I could get Goldschmidt, Arenado together with Jordan.
With Jordan?
Yeah.
God, that's so a Mike Haber thing.
Yeah, I think I'm into it. Let's do it. Pick number 40.
All right. Aren't you glad you grabbed your third baseman now, Frank? Like, glad you grabbed him in the first round?
Yes.
Well, you're the only one with a starting pitcher at this point of the three of us. That's an interesting thing. Frank, where are you going round 3 here? You're finishing up this round for us.
I am. Give me a second.
Who's on the board
looking
right now?
So right now, Lou Bob is on the board right
Lou
now.
Bob. We love Lou Bob on the show.
No, thank you. I will. Another position that's always been like a problem for me has been second base. And right now, the obvious choice being the homer that I am,
Ooh.
I'm going to take Ozzie Albies.
Are you at all concerned about injury with him?
Not really.
No? You think he'll be healthy this year? Coming off of the bad last year?
So.
He had he just had bad luck last year, right? Like that's all
he really did. Like he came back and then he, and then broke his finger like 4 days later. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. Awful. All right, so you go the fourth round here now.
Yeah,
so
the
you got
round.
Machado and Albies in the infield. You got Alcantara in the rotation. Where are you going from here?
I am going kind of unconventional, but another problem area that I always have. This is not a Frank move normally. So I am going to draft Jordan Romano as my closer.
Romano coming in as the closer. I disagree by you saying that it's not a Frank move. You drafted Kirby Yates. You drafted Liam Hendricks, I believe, or something.
No, never drafted Liam Hendricks.
There was the Blake Trinan season too. Yeah.
Yeah, Blake Trinan did not.
Here's the thing, though. Those guys were successful, so you do have an eye for that particular position. Here's Jordan Romano on a really good Blue Jays team that's only hopefully getting better. We'd sure like to see these kids make a deep run at some point, right?
Yep.
So he's got his ace. He's got his ace in the pen. He's got his two hitters. Mike Haber, are you feeling behind the 8 ball all of a sudden?
Pitching wise, sure, yeah, but that's kind of my life, Joe. I'm always behind the 8 ball pitching wise, always. So in the spirit of that, I'm gonna take Jazz Chisholm as my number 4th pick.
Oh, I like it. Fire to our boy Mike Haber. Now, Jazz Chisholm comes with his own health questions after I just asked Frank about Ozzie Albies. Mike Haber, over or under 81.5 games, Jazz Chisholm this year. How many games does he start?
Oh, definitely over.
You're going over. You think he's going to have a full season? Or at least more than half a season?
I think he's going to have more than half a season. Yeah.
More than 120.
Oh, that's pushing it.
You just paid a 4th rounder for a guy who's going to play 2/3 of the season?
Well, if he goes 25-25.
You get 16-16, you'd be happy with that, but then you're paying that in the fourth round. I don't love it, and I don't think I would do it. But if you get 140 games out of it, he could go 40-40. So who knows?
Yeah. I guess I just really like the upside and the potential that he has if he does get a full season in. I mean, if he comes into the offseason healthy, how is he different than any other injury-prone player that we're drafting high up?
No doubt. No doubt. All right. I am up here at the end of round 4. And you know what? I've got this feeling that this thing is going toward me needing a pitcher at this point. But I hate to admit it, I don't think I do. So go ahead and give me Teoscar Hernandez to anchor my outfield.
Okay.
I mean, the move to Seattle worked for Eugenio Suarez, but it didn't work for Jesse Winker, right? So I don't know what the answer is, but I do know that Hernandez is a right-handed hitter who could probably mash, and Suarez worked. So if it's a lefty-righty thing, I'm at least leaning that way. I'm making things up as I go along. Teoscar Hernandez, go ahead and give me him. Go ahead and give me him in left, by the way, guys.
Nice.
And then to back end that on the 5th round, I guess maybe I could get a pitcher, right? Maybe.
Yeah, if you want.
If I want to.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me Kevin Gossman to anchor my staff.
Interesting.
Yeah, go ahead and give me Kevin Gossman in the 5th round. I don't love it,
but you don't hate it.
I certainly don't hate it. Mr. Haber, back to you. In the middle of the 5th round here, your draft has gone Alvarez, Goldschmidt, Arenado, Chisholm. Are you going to go pitcher now?
I'm torn between my first pitcher and I got Xander Bogaerts staring at me at the moment.
Ooh, that's got to be juicy to look at.
Yeah, and if I take him, my infield is done.
Mm-hmm. What are your other options, though?
I'm torn between him and Max Fried.
Yo, you can take that dude off the board in front of Frank? That would be kind of mean.
I absolutely could.
I can't take him anyway.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's already been drafted in yours?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then never mind. That takes all the fun out of that.
It does take the fun out of it, which means I'm taking Bogaerts.
Word.
Yo, that's 5 straight hitters.
Yes, it is.
And you know what? If 4 of them play 130 games or more, which I think you could count on, you're going to be just fine now with Jazz Chisholm as the like dart throw jackpot prize, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Frank, back end of the 5th. What do you got in front of you?
Right now, I need an outfielder.
Mm-hmm.
And the only logical option is, as much as I hate it,
Ooh.
I don't really like it, but it's Eloy Jimenez.
Ooh, Eloy for left. Now, see, that's a guy we were talking off air about ability. Fantasy Pros actually has it available for what would be this year. So, like, I do know that. But yeah, he will be left field for Frank. Machado, Albies, and Eloy.
Yeah, Eloy. I'm taking Eloy right now.
Alternating hitters and pitchers. So does that mean we're going to see another pitcher here in round 6 for you, Frank?
Possibly.
Possibly. What's in front of you? What do you get to choose from?
You know what? Well, this is the curse of the SP2. It's about to start.
It is, but you broke it last year with Yu Darvish, man.
Well, you know what? I'm going to hope to break it again this year with the same fucking guy.
All right.
And
Yu Darvish back to the well with Yu Darvish is his SP2. And you know what? I still don't hate it. Don't hate it. You know?
I don't either.
Mike Haber, middle of the 6th for you. Pitcher yet?
I think it's pitcher time.
Okay. What are we getting you a pitcher of?
We're going to get me a Tyler Glasnow.
Oh, I was going to take him too instead of Darvish.
Bitch, you son of a...
Yeah,
I
I
hate.
kind of figured you were in on that, Joe, at some
I
point.
hate everything about you right now.
You love me, but I know you hate me.
I know. But
I
just
can't-
wait.
I-
Just wait. I have some
I
things.
can't wait
to
for
say.
him to make 25 million on another team next year.
Well, then, yeah, right. He is, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn around then and get my SB2 because I'm on full tilt in this mock draft, and now I'm mad at Mike Haber. So my SB2 is gonna be Nestor goddamn Cortez.
Oh, you're taking the mustache ride through this draft? Come on.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's what we're doing today. All right, you chose violence, sir. You
I did.
started this one
Wow.
this time.
You
I
chose
did.
I got
violence.
the back-to-back pick here, so I get to see what else I could get. Oh, look, here's a really nice Ryan Helsley closer.
He's gone from my draft anyway, but
Right.
yes, I
Right.
saw him there.
But yes, you want some of that this year, huh, Mr. Haber?
I do. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Well done.
What
Well
do you got here? What do you got here? Middle of the where are we at? Middle of the 7th now.
Middle of the 7th, pick 104. You a-hole for Nestor Cortez.
Right.
Yeah, wanted him. Okay.
Well, who do you have there to pick from?
I think I'm gonna go Tristan McKenzie.
Ooh, I like it, man.
I like that pick too.
Here's what I will say. I don't like the pairing of Glasnow and Tristan McKenzie. Like, I would want one of those
One of the
two
two.
guys to be paired with like a more solid 200 inning, I know I'm safe guy like Sandy Alcantara.
Right.
But if one of these guys is your two, I'm fucking on board.
Yeah.
What do you like about him, Mike?
I mean, I feel good about anyone pitching in Cleveland. Like, they just seem to have some sort of magic formula for putting some young pitchers in good spots to get wins and I mean, that team is built off of their solid pitching staff. So he could step up and be even better this year. I mean, there's nothing stopping him from doing it. And with Bieber and McKenzie all season pitching at a high level, I think they can compete in the Central again.
Listen, and they still got Quantrill, and for whatever Plesac is worth, and they got more kids on the way. There are a lot of kids on the way for this team. Frank, back into the 7th round, my friend. You got your 2 SPs, you got your closer, and you got 3 hitters. Where are we going? We going with another hitter here?
We are.
Right.
I need to fill in my infield. And
your outfield. You got 3rd, 2nd, and left covered.
yeah. We're looking at. Who's in front of me?
Yeah, who's available for you?
Stephen Kwan, Seiya Suzuki, Anthony Santander.
They want you to take an outfielder.
Giancarlo Stanton. Well, no, I'm just saying these are the people that are available in the outfield.
Oh, I got you.
There's other players available. It's just
okay. Well,
so.
Are you thinking an outfielder here to start?
No,
going infield?
I'm going infield.
Where are we going?
And I'm taking my shortstop in Carlos Correa.
That is a great pick. I really like it. Mike, do you like that one?
Yeah, I mean, at this, if you wait on if you wait on shortstop, like, and this guy's available, yes, absolutely, where you got
right.
him.
Yeah, no, you nailed it. You nailed it this round.
Yeah.
That's a killer pick. Frank, what do you got on the back end of this one, starting out the 8th round?
I'm going to finish out my starting rotation, and I'm going to take a guy that, Joe, you like a lot, in Mr. Logan Gilbert.
Why do you guys keep sniping my dudes, man? You guys chose violence tonight. That's what happened.
Hey, we chose to not draft. I chose to not draft Max Muncy and still make the playoffs.
I did in fact roster Max Muncy, and I did in fact make the playoffs, and you did in fact trade me Max Muncy for Joey Wendell.
And you can go rightfully fuck yourself.
Well, Mike Haber, middle of the 8th round, my friend. You are up with your back-to-back Glasnow McKenzie picks. Is this going to be a closer? I doubt it. I doubt it. It's usually after the 10th that you go closer. So.
Yeah. You know me. I'm shocked to see on Yahoo that Chris Bryant is only left field eligible in fantasy this year. In Yahoo.
Oh wow! Yahoo only had there again. He only played like 35 or so games last year, and if most of them were in left, then yeah, that's it.
It's just wild because we're used to seeing this guy with like eligibility everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'll get a lot of it back, but as of right now.
Really though? Ryan McMahon still playing third base. They got CJ Cron playing first. Charlie Blackmon and Grichuk are right field-ish.
I guess,
yeah. Did he play center field, really?
I mean, no, but the Cubs played him there.
Right. The Cubs did it to him because it's the Cubs. But, like, can he really – and you're going to ask him to play center field in Colorado? Their outfield is exponentially bigger because it's Colorado.
True.
So, like, I don't think he'll ever get center again. He might get right. He might get third.
Yeah, so I don't know if I want to draft him here at this spot. I've got Jordan in left. So
you've already got left covered.
I got left covered. I think I'm going to go with a pick that no one is expecting me to take. Here.
I mean, I didn't expect him, honestly.
What?
I didn't expect Jazz.
Okay, this is a similar type player.
Oh boy.
Jake McCarthy.
Talk to me about Jake McCarthy right now, my friend. Left, center, or right with this guy?
He'll be in center right now.
Sure.
In Yahoo, he's eligible at all three, which is what I love.
Yeah, what I'm asking for this particular mock draft is: are you playing him left, center, or right?
He's going to play center.
Fair enough. Now, tell me about him. What do you love about him?
I just we've talked about this before, but I just really like this Diamondbacks young offense. This guy proved a lot last year in a limited time frame, and he stole 27 bases, hit 8 home runs. He gets on base. He hits for average. He with a full season, I could see him stealing 35 bases with 10, 15 home runs, and I'll take that in center field every day. So
right.
Why not?
The firm belief in the baby snakes from Mr. Haber this year.
Yep.
All right. I do echo the sentiments, maybe not as hard as taking Jake McCarthy in the 8th, but hey, outfield does get incredibly thin incredibly quickly. I'm stalling because I haven't even looked at my screen for a minute. So I've got my 2 starters in Gausman and Cortez. I've got my reliever in Helsley. And I've got the majority of my infield, second, short, and third in Altuve, Lindor, Ramirez, and Teoscar is the corner outfielder. I don't need to do that yet. What I'm going to do here, guys, is probably just sort of punt this round and go ahead and give me Clay Holmes, I guess. This is more a way to go, hey, Mike Haber, you remember a couple of years ago when I was asking you what the Yankees were going to do with their bullpen, and I was telling you that Chapman and Green and Zach Britton and all of those dudes were going to be free agents, and I just kept going like, so who's going to close for you guys when those guys leave? And you looked me right down the face and was like, I don't care, just get us there.
Are you sure that's what I said? Are you sure that's what I said?
Now I get to take my fucking victory lap on this one. Who else is closing games there?
Are you sure I didn't say Loizaga?
Yeah, you did say Loizaga, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
probably did. I was going to say.
Are you going to stay with that? Is that who you're going to run with to get the most saves in New York this year?
Probably not. Probably not. No,
so
knowing Aaron Boone, probably not. But
so is it going to be Clay Holmes?
I think Clay Holmes will get the most opportunities, at least to start, based on what he did last year. And Boone really likes Loizaga to come in the 7th and with the bases loaded, or face the heart of the order in the 8th. Like, that's his job. So I don't know. I see Holmes pitching the ninth more often.
Okay. Well, I am looking further for more guys that I want to have people talk about here. I'm going to go ahead and take a guy a little bit early, only because I want to hear somebody talk about him. I'm going to go ahead and take my first baseman here. Hey, Frank Bucco. Andrew Vaughn, go.
Oh, Andrew Vaughn. Well, Andrew Vaughn's a hit or miss type of guy. I mean, he has hot streaks and then he goes cold for about a month. And then he fires back up again for a week and a half. And then he gets injured with a phantom injury. But I mean, he plays the outfield. He DHs a lot. He plays first base. Obviously, Abreu's not there anymore. So he's going to be playing first base full time. I mean, he's a solid hitter.
Yeah, so he hit 271 last year, 17 homers and 76 RBIs. You think he does better this year?
I think so, because he's going to get more regular playing time.
Ideally, I'm probably not taking him here in the ninth, but just for the sake of argument, here we're at. Mike Haber, you are going to be up here in, what are we, the ninth now?
Yeah, we are in the
middle of the
round. Oh.
That is an interesting ring noise that you just made.
Yes,
Thanks.
I'm sorry, I'm groaning. I think
Please don't hurt yourself. Are there's pain noises you're making, or like I'm not?
Those are like I'm torn noises. You know?
All right, well, what do you got in front of you? Let's talk this out.
I'm looking at Scott Barlow. I'm looking at
not with Chapman there.
You don't think? You think Chapman?
I think Chapman will at least eat into enough because Kansas City is going to want to trade him.
Right.
They're going to want to prospect for him if he does well. And in order to prove that he does well, he has to pitch in high leverage situations. And what are high leverage situations called? Save opportunities.
Yeah.
Who does that negatively affect? Scott Barlow. Out.
Scott
Sorry.
Barlow.
They're already a shit team who are going to win like 65 games.
True. So I'm looking at Barlow. Clay Holmes is gone on your team. I'm looking at Daniel Bard.
So you're looking for closer here in 9?
I'm just shopping, you know.
He's shopping. He's shopping.
But who I'm really looking at right here is Ryan Mountcastle for my utility spot.
That is a good answer. Now, tell me why you like Ryan Mountcastle so much.
I think it's a nice like late round, not late round, but mid round. If you miss out on some of the power early on, this is like kind of cheaper power that you can get on a team that's up and coming. That's gonna have a little more support around him. I know that he's only first base eligible.
I think he will only be first base eligible. If he has anything, he might be left, but I doubt it.
No, he's only first.
Yeah. So goodbye any versatility that he brought to the table. You'll get it from Andrew Vaughn this year, but he won't have it next year, conceivably. I could see a way that Ryan Mountcastle struggles. Have you seen, like, you guys know about the dimension changes in Camden Yards? You guys know that they pushed the left field wall back and up. And who's that negatively going to affect? Right-handed hitters. Mountcastle's obviously the first one that jumps to mind. 9th round isn't bad, and if I haven't gotten a first baseman at this point, like he was on my board too. Like if I was building the team for real, he's probably the pick there. So I'll go with that. Frank Bucco with the mouth open for flies to fly in. What's up, Mike?
I didn't even pick yet. Those are my. I'm shopping. I told you.
Oh, I thought you were taking Ryan Mountcastle for my utility spot. Is what you said.
Well, I was shopping there, but
okay, all right.
There is one player still there, and I'm going to take Chris Bryant for my utility spot.
Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord, Costas would be so proud.
Listen, that's a nice little discount. And you know what? The last time somebody got a nice little discount on Chris Bryant, I seem to remember it also being this guy who got it, what, 2021 you had him?
Yeah.
And he had that really nice season, and like he was really good for the first, like, what was it, 6 or 8 weeks? And you didn't trade him.
It was the first half of the season. He was great.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he was just bad for you because you didn't trade him, and he went to the Giants, and all the sad things happened.
But I got him in round 6, I believe, and
So here you are 3 rounds later.
Yeah.
With none of the versatility, though.
None of the versatility, but in Colorado. So that's enough.
Hey, take what you can get. Frank, now we're back on the back end of round 9, and Chris Bryant's off the board. What do you got in front of you, and where are you looking?
Well, I'm looking to fill in my outfield and the rest of my infield.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm looking.
You gone Machado, Albies, Eloy, and Correa. Your infield would be set with a first baseman at this point. You do need some outfielders, but you got 3 starters and the closer in Jordan Romano.
Right. So, since I'm done with my starters, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm looking at a lot of pitching, that I don't need at this point. Well, I mean, starting pitching at this point. I mean, it's always nice to have extra, but I want to try to fill in those gaps that are sitting there. So what I have in front of me, I'm going to fill my center field spot with none other than the man by the name of Brandon Nimmo.
I hate everything about you right now.
I know you do. And that's why I did it.
That's a great pick, man. I love the fact that you're petty enough to add Brandon Nimmo to your team, even though you hate him and hate the Mets, but you know I would hate it more.
Exactly.
This is why they have chose violence. I don't do this. They choose the violence. I simply react.
We choose peace.
Frank, what's next for this peaceful team that you decided to put together?
That's right. The peaceful team. Well, again, wanting to fill in my infield. I could go a bunch of different ways here. I do have a couple options. I'm looking at an Andrew Vaughn, Ian Happ.
Can't take Vaughn.
Oh, yeah, I took Andrew Vaughn.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
Yeah, I just had
looking at Ian Happ. Hunter Renfroe is not an option, but he's there. Mitch Haniger, the aforementioned, a bunch of times over the past couple of days.
Yeah, that's an interesting cat.
Jeff McNeil is available.
There you go.
To play second, left, and right field. But what I feel like I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and take the one piece of the Marlins offense that's actually, I think, going to be decent. And that's in getting on base and average, and that's going to be Luis Arraez.
There's your first baseman, buddy. So the 10th round pick is, in fact, a batting champion for Frank.
Yep.
That's pretty damn impressive. Mike Haber, we're back to you, middle of the 10th round. Are you going to go with another batting champion and take Jeff McNeil?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I am going to go. I need an arm. I need a pitcher here.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's about time. Let me just run through your roster real quick for anybody who's catching up. Yordan Alvarez, Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado, Jazz Chisholm, Xander Bogaerts, Tyler Glasnow, Tristan McKenzie, Jake McCarthy, and Chris Bryant thus far. 10th round, Mr. Haber, what do you got?
Oh, I don't think I would ever do this in the bigs, put these 3 pitchers together, but we're doing it here. So Dustin May is going to be my number 3.
Attaboy.
Ooh, that's fighting words toward Frank, isn't it, Frank? How do you like Dustin May coming into this year, man?
I've always liked Dustin May. He's always been a favorite of mine.
All right.
And I picked him up last year coming off of Tommy John, and he wasn't terrible. I mean,
he had rust, but
he had rust, but I mean, he was still fairly decent. So, I mean, I'll take it.
I'm willing to bet that there are 18 men that either are or will be watching this live cast or the replay of such that would love these luscious lips and this beautiful face to talk about Mitch Haniger in front of everyone.
Oh God.
That would be foolish. So I'm not going to take Mitch Haniger.
No, just trade him.
I intend to, sir. Thank you. So I'm looking at outfield. Frank taking Nimmo really, really kind of hurts because that would have been nice to pair with Teoscar, and then I would have had double left and a center and a right, and left being the weak position. But with that, I just sort of now have to stall because now I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Gosh. I guess it's Hunter Renfroe. Frank, you were kind of shitting on him, and
I'll continue to shit on him the entire time.
You certainly can. Like he's not special, but in the 10th round, I get double right field and now center and left covered. With these two, he's gonna hit Ryan Trout and Ohtani and Rendon. Sure, I can live with that. I guess I can live with that. Like in the 10th round. Yeah. If he stays healthy, why can't he do what he did last year and hit like 25 bombs and drive in 80 RBIs from there?
I don't know.
He could. He
very well could.
All right. My infield is set. Wait, let me check one thing real quick. Oh, man. That's disappointing. One more thing. Oh, boys.
Uh-oh.
Let's have a conversation. We were just talking about the about Frank's first baseman here, Luis Arraez, right? We were just talking about how he's the only useful thing in the Marlins lineup that's going to be worth anything. Let me go ahead and get my number 3 right now, and I'll go ahead and take Pablo Lopez in Minnesota. Now let's have a conversation here for a second because this is a very important guy that I need to talk about because here we are in the 10th round. I took him in like the 9th last year. Everybody who's anybody that knows me knows I love Pablo Lopez.
You have a man crush on him.
I have. I've had a long-standing man crush on this guy, probably since 2019 when he came to the majors, and I saw the changeup, and I was just blown away by his ability to spot that changeup and make guys just look like idiots. And now he's in Minnesota.
Okay.
All right, Mike Haber, middle of the 10th round. Your pick is up. What's going on? What do you got for us?
All right. Oh man, I gotta go with my boy from last year. I'm gonna go with Joan Duran.
All right. You like him over the other dude, Jorge Lopez?
Right now, yeah.
All right.
Because I know Jorge will be there in a round or two if I need him, but as of right now, I'm gonna go with Joan.
Okay. So that'll pair him with. Oh no, that is your first closer, correct?
Yep.
All right. 11th round, he gets the closer. Frank, you're here back in the 11th round, my friend. You just took a rise to pair with Ozzie Albies, Manny Machado, and Carlos Correa for the infield. And you took Brandon Nimmo, you nasty, nasty man, and Eloy Jimenez in the outfield. What are you doing here?
I am going to take the person who's most likely going to close in Minnesota, and that is Jorge Lopez.
All right. You knew this was going to happen at least once between us, guys. You knew somebody was going to have to do this. So, Frank, I'll give you the floor on why Lopez should close. And, Mike, I'll give you the floor on why Duran should close. Frank, go ahead.
I mean, Lopez was solid all last year. I mean, even when he came over to, Minnesota from Baltimore. I mean,
he was lights out in Baltimore, no doubt.
Yep. And he wasn't terrible.
Oh, go ahead. He wasn't terrible in Minnesota either. You're right.
It wasn't terrible. He was not terrible.
So why does he lose the job to the kid, Mike Haber?
I don't know that he loses the job to the kid, but I know that the kid has probably some of the best stuff out of, not talking about closers anymore, just bullpen arms in general in baseball.
Mhm.
I think like top 10 as far as stuff goes.
Wow.
So I could see him taking and running with that position, but I can also see him being used the way he was last year as a multi-inning guy, or if they get save opportunities in back-to-back games, he'll get one, Lopez will get one. Like I can see it working like that, but
yeah, if you could land the handcuff, if you could get these two guys together, that's probably the best play for everything involved. But when you're in this kind of league, you see one go, well, do I have the wheel? Because if I don't, I'm probably not doing it.
Right. In the 8th spot, it doesn't really make a lot of sense for me, but it is what it is.
Frank, speaking of the wheel, you're back on it. First pick of the 12th round. Where are we going from here?
I think we're gonna go. Hopefully, potential closer again, in Gregory Soto, who was traded to the Phillies.
Ooh.
I hate Gregory Soto, but I hope you enjoy him.
I'm also out on Soto. Between him, Alvarado, Sir Anthony Dominguez, and Craig Kimbrell, like I just don't. You might be right. I'm not saying that you're going to be wrong. I'm just saying I don't want to fucking part of that bullpen.
Right.
Like this is almost the same kind of look as, well, didn't they just bring in Brad Hand, Jeurys Familia, and Archie Bradley? Like what's different? What is different about this group?
And not to mention, the manager came out and said, we're going to go with a committee this season. Like, I don't see anyone running away with this job.
This is one of those, like, you got to map this out and be able to get all of those 4 dudes. Or you're going to be the guy like I was. When was it? When I took all 3 of the Tampa guys and then Oliver Drake got the first 2 saves for Tampa. Like, I did it right and it still didn't work.
Right.
So careful is all I'm saying. Michael Hader, pick number 12 for you, buddy.
All right. This is another bullpen situation I probably want to avoid, but again, just for the sake of this draft, I'm drafting based on stuff, and I'm gonna go Andres Munoz.
Yes, Andres Munoz. Yeah, he is. His stuff is good too. But yeah, just like Soto before him and the Lopez Duran situation, like they do still have Paul Sewald. They do still have some other guys whose names I don't know off the top of my head at the moment because it's January 27th. So
that's fair to say.
But listen, like as your second closer, if he's the dude, then he's the dude.
And again, with Duran and Munoz, I know I'm gonna get strikeouts and I'm gonna get a low ERA, and that's kind of a nice, like, if I'm not necessarily drafting these guys for saves, at least I know I'm going to get really solid quality innings.
Yeah. You know who else is actually going to get saves though?
Who?
That we can like lock down as the actual fucking closer of a team that probably will have good, will have a winning record, in my opinion. Go ahead and give me Jose Leclerc, boys.
Ooh. Well done.
Gotta love. Listen, I'm kind of in on Texas this year. Not like gonna make the playoffs kind of thing, but like I could see how they could. I don't think they're there just yet, because the division's really tough with the Mariners and the Astros and like the Angels, whatever they could be. But like I think this team's coming, and I think they're maybe a year away. But Leclerc seems to be the dude they like best in that bullpen, so willing to give that dude a run. Then we're going to go ahead. I don't know whether I want to break Frank's heart now or whether I want to break Frank's heart later.
Oh my God.
Do it now.
Let's
do it now. Do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now. Okay, Frank, I'm going to take my 4th starter.
Okay.
This is a guy that between you and I is very special to both of us.
Oh, I know who it is. It's number 99. It's Spencer Strider. Go ahead, Dick.
It is not. It is not. Spencer
Wow,
Strider.
really?
It's not Spencer Strider. No, this guy is incredibly special to us. It's a guy that goes beyond the Spencer Strider friendship that you and I have. It goes beyond the 2020 all the way back to the ancient texts of 2020 pandemic season. And you will remember there was one particular guy. There was one particular starter that when it came down to the final day, I started against you.
I couldn't tell you who that was.
That is Brady Singer.
There it is.
Brady Singer as my 4. I probably don't do this in the bigs, but hey, whatever. Let's talk about Brady Singer for a minute. Is Kansas City going to be any good, Frank?
No.
No. Okay. So Brady Singer over or under 9.5 wins this year?
Over.
Really?
Yes.
How many do you think he has?
I would say 11, 12.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'll give him 12 wins on about probably 33 to 35 starts.
Okay. Mike Haber, let's get back to you here, middle of the 13th round.
All right. I think what I want to do is just finish my outfield here so I don't have to think about it again. So I think there's 2 options and they're both on the same friggin' baseball team.
Oh, I see it. Is it a bad baseball team?
It's a mediocre baseball team.
Is it? Oh, okay. Then it's not the bad baseball team that I'm looking at.
It's not a bad baseball. What bad baseball team are you looking at?
I'm not gonna say because it's like 3 picks before my pick next.
Okay.
Like I picked the wrong time to find a guy that I want.
The mediocre baseball team I'm talking about is the Cleveland Guardians, and there's 2 names looking
They
at
won the division last year. Put some respect on the Guardians for me for a minute.
Come on.
Okay,
They
but
were Central, man.
okay, no. Listen though, my reasoning is
Oh.
mediocre offense.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Do it, Haber. I know where it's going, and I know it. Do
But
it.
I don't know which one Joe wants because it's between 2 and I need that. Joe,
Choose wisely, young Padawan.
which one do you want? Which one do you want? I'm going Oscar Gonzalez.
You son of a bitch, that's him!
I knew it.
Who was the other one?
Josh Bell.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take the younger dude.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Josh Bell could have a great year, but Oscar Gonzalez, man, like he is what Franmil Reyes should have been.
Yes.
Right.
Franmil has a hole in his bat the size of 2 baseballs. It's just he's Chris Carter.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So here's Oscar Gonzalez, who is obviously not Chris Carter.
He's not. He's better.
That would have been nice put in right field. All right, Frank, how are you gonna crush my hopes and dreams this time?
I don't think I'm going to.
All
At least I like to think I'm not going to. But it's completely possible that I do it.
Hey, anything can happen.
I will tell you this: it's not intentional if I do it.
Well,
Not this time, anyway.
what are we gonna do here?
All right, so I'm going to fill my right field spot.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Oh, great. Also, the position I was looking for. Got it.
Okay, with the guy that, with a veteran who went to a really good offense.
Oh, there. Yep. I know where you're going.
I think I know you too.
And is basically going to be their everyday DH, most likely, in JD Martinez.
Okay, that's, you know what? I didn't think he was going in that direction, but I do like the pick, Frank.
Yep.
I think it's a solid pick there. I don't think he has eligibility on Yahoo.
Right, but here he does. So
It's
for
fine.
for
Here
shits
he
and
does.
giggles,
For-
why not?
For what it's worth.
Right.
But just be aware of that. But again, I don't hate this. In the 13th round, you're essentially taking like the 5 or 6 hitter in the Dodgers lineup.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty okay
Exactly.
with that.
And
What do you do? What do you do in 14 here?
14, I'm going to go. I told you guys earlier, I was very high on this team.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of high on this team this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this guy that I'm about to take is going to help me. And I'm going to take, for my 4th starter, Sonny Gray.
Fine. As a 4 starter. Yeah, absolutely perfectly acceptable. You know what? You know what he is? Frank, you're going to understand this reference. Mike, you probably won't. That guy is a just solid mid-card wrestler. He's Mr. Perfect's match. Hey, it's just
love to hear that.
It is BLT at a diner. Like it is disco fries. It's just fine. And it's
disco fries are way better. Disco fries are way better than Sonny Gray.
Disco fries. It's Michael Haber. Who are you taking? It's disco fries or so for my Canadians in the Can-Am League? That's Putin. That's Putin here. So.
Oh man, disco fries are
fries, gravy and cheese. It's delicious.
No, it's fantastic.
Well, I hate to tell you guys, but I'm gluten free, so I have to go Sonny Gray there.
Right.
All right, moving on. Who are you taking here in the Who are you taking here in the 14th round, Mr. Guy?
Dynamite drop in, Monty.
Man, I wish I could just take another right fielder, stash him on my bench to break your heart even further, Joe. But
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I could just pivot to another outfielder because I have 2 guys who are right field eligible in left now. So
okay, never mind.
There's one guy that's really there right now, and I really want him, and I'm going to take him, and I don't care.
Okay.
And if you take him, I'm going to quit baseball.
You're going to quit baseball?
If he takes this dude in this round, I will be amazed.
Is it Joey Meneses?
No.
Okay.
You have no use for that guy.
Okay. Oh man. I think I need my number 4 starter here.
All right.
And I'm torn between a couple of names.
Mm-hmm.
I'm torn between a Patrick Sandoval and a Miles Michaelis.
Ooh. So the older established guy who's a ground ball pitcher or the high upside young guy, who is Mike Haber most attracted to? I know who I think it's going to be.
Who do you think I'm going to pick?
Frank, who do you think he's going to pick?
I have no fucking clue.
I know Mike Haber. And when it comes to early on in the draft, he wants his hitters as strong as they possibly can to drive in as many runs as humanly possible. And then when he starts building his rotation, it's a lot of upside plays. It's a lot of stashes for the second half. You want yourself some Patrick Sandoval.
Yep. That's exactly where I was going.
You're welcome.
Oh, wow.
You're welcome.
Joe knows me too well for this.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I know. So that brings me to my pick. Now, I was going to do this as the first pick, but now that you guys haven't even come anywhere near it, I'll go ahead and take the best starting pitcher of this round and go ahead and take Cal Quantrill.
Oh.
Yeah, he was not available. I was looking for him too.
Well, he is available here. That is now my SP4. I guess in theory, I would honestly take Quantrill over Pablo Lopez, like very easily.
Oh wow!
So that's a first start into
that's a bold statement.
But he's in Minnesota now, so
yeah.
Anyway, my next pick, I'm gonna go ahead and Vaughn's not really gonna have that eligibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mike, can you check one thing for me on Yahoo?
Yeah.
Can you go ahead and look and see what Seth Brown's eligibility is going to be?
Oh, my God.
Seth Brown has first, left, center, and right.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take Seth Brown here because why? Let's look at his numbers, guys. 230, oh, that's projected. What did he do last year? You got him in front of you, Mike.
Yeah,
He
230.
mashed
230, 55 runs, 25 homers, 73 RBIs, 11 steals, 146 strikeouts.
on,
Yeah.
on a team who doesn't get on base. So a lot of those home runs are
Did
probably solo
you just
shots.
tell me that the Oakland A's don't get on base?
I mean,
Did you
I
just
guess
tell me
they
that? Did you see Moneyball? Did you watch the movie? He's
Yeah.
still there. Billy Bean is still there. Do you think they're not getting on base?
okay.
Seth Brown's going to hit fourth in this lineup. He's a power lefty.
Sometimes I hate you.
They have experience in building left-handed power hitting first baseman in the past. One of them is on your team.
I know.
Okay. I'm believing in this kid. So don't be surprised if I actually do end up taking this kid. And hey, whoever's got him in that dynasty league, yeah, come talk to me.
Bring him this way.
Come talk to me. Mike Haber, 15th round, 8th pick. You've got Pat Sandoval, Dustin May, Tristan McKenzie, Tyler Glasnow. You've got Alvarez, Goldschmidt, Arenado, Jazz Chisholm, Xander Bogaerts, Chris Bryant, and Oscar Gonzalez as the lineup. Where are we going?
Let me ask you guys a question. What do you because this guy is just so tempting. What do you think Jack Flaherty is going to be this year?
Frank, take this one first.
Jack Flaherty, I believe, is going to be like not what he used to be. And I think he's going to be a guy that's going to throw to a 4.3 ERA and not win many games. I mean, the offense is very potent there, so that's decent. But I just think I just don't think he has the same stuff that he used to. I don't think he's going to throw as many innings as he used to.
Well, he hasn't been healthy in many years.
That's what I'm saying.
We're still chasing the back half of 2019, right? That's
right.
what we're chasing, right, Mike Haber? And I know that is why you were even asking this question, because without that, 3-month stretch?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Without that, we're not even having this conversation as this guy being a human.
I know.
So let me ask you this question. We just all passed on Josh Bell, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're still chasing that 2019 Dragon. Why are we chasing this one too? Is the next one that'll come up. I guarantee you. You're going to ask about him, and you're going to ask about who is the fourth one? Who's the fourth biggest one? We'll get to him when we get to him. But
I mean, the 2019 juice ball year is different for a pitcher than it is for a hitter.
Agreed. So what was different that year about Flaherty? And why haven't we seen it since?
Well, maybe he just was straight up injured and trying to pitch through those injuries, and then he finally took the time to like get physically healthy. And who knows, maybe like I said, like these guys haven't pitched, and I said the same thing about Glasnow. These guys haven't pitched in months.
This is such a Mike Haber pick at this point too, because it's like, well, this guy could totally win me a Cy in the 15th round. Like he totally could.
Mm-hmm.
He could also be absolutely nothing. And you know why I know that this pick was like absolutely making sense for you? Because this is about the spot last year you took Bauer, didn't you?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. And this is about the same spot you took Chris Sale, right?
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, that's right.
Here's Jack Flaherty is the bounce back from this injury. And you put Glasnow on the team too. And Dustin May. Oh, God.
It could be awful, but it could be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, if your team name for this league is not Tommy John, I don't know what it could be.
Frank, Please don't pick anybody with Tommy John in the 15th round for your team. That would be bad.
I'm not going to.
Who you got?
I am going to continue to fill out my bullpen, and
Yeah.
I'm going to take Mr. James Karinchak first, and then I'm going to do something else. And Joe, I might break your heart here. We've talked about this guy a couple times over the past few days.
Damn it. I don't know who it is. That's the worst part.
You know who it is.
Alvarado?
No.
I was going to say.
Son of a biscuit.
Oh, he's gone.
Maybe. Hold on.
That's a lot of buildup. He's got to be there.
I know he's got to be here. He was just here.
Hey, Jack Flaherty's here.
But I don't give a. Oh, he's still here.
Okay.
So I'm going to fill out my actual utility spot
Okay.
with Mr. Yandy Diaz.
So listen, like that, you in another draft, you would have just broken my heart, right?
I know.
I got Jose Ramirez in the first round of this one, so like I haven't been looking at third base for a while.
I'm literally looking at him as your utility player. I have my third baseman. I drafted him first.
Yeah, dude. No, you listen. You've been killing it this draft. I think I've got everything lined up here. All right, Mike Haber. Listen, I love Yandy Diaz. His biceps, I would fall asleep in the ripples of his muscles. Like,
oh my God. Wow. Okay.
That face. There you go, Mike Haber.
Mike
Haber, who are you taking in the 16th round?
Mike Haber, what just happened?
I don't know, but he should write poetry.
He should.
Beautiful.
You know why I love him? Do you want me to have a dissertation on this player, or would you like to just move on?
No, let's move on.
Okay, let's move on.
I'm gonna take a flyer here, a bullpen flyer.
Nice.
And we're gonna go Kendall Graveman.
Nice.
All right.
That's decent.
All right. Very nice. I do.
If you had Liam Hendricks, it would have been a little better.
Well, Liam Hendricks is out with did you not hear the news, Frank?
No.
Liam Hendricks is out. He has leukemia.
Oh.
So
Kendall Graveman's gonna close in Chicago.
He's probably the front runner. There are a couple of other names that perhaps one would like to pay attention to later on in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for anybody watching the live, perhaps you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button, go ahead and ring that bell so that you know when we go live and upload new content. Mike Haber is promoted to co-lead researcher for our podcast weekly. So we are going to be having a great season upcoming, and we hope that you guys follow along with us. We're halfway through this draft, essentially. Like, we're up to 16 now. So we really appreciate everybody who's along with us. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, go follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and all the other garbage that I put out.
Wow.
It is, in fact, my pick here. I've got everything but a catcher and a util set, and I need more relievers. Well, boys, we've gone ahead and played this. I'm going to go ahead and take a reliever, and I'm going to go ahead and take a reliever, and all of these guys that you're speculating could possibly be closers. I'll just take the guy who actually got paid like one, and give me Carlos Estevez on the Angels.
Wow.
Nice. Okay.
Like, they're going to win baseball games. They did the exact same thing with Raisel Iglesias a couple of years ago when they traded for him. So, yeah, they paid this guy like something. Tell me who else is going to do it, and don't use Joe Bob Herget as an actual human.
I love
Joe Bob Hergen. Joe Bob Hergen's great.
Joe Bob Herget throws like Hunter Pence runs. You're welcome.
That's not where I thought you were going to go with that sentence. But
no, me neither, but that was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the hitting side of the baseball, I believe, is where I'm going to go. Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we in fact are. I'm going to pick up my my bench utility, like cover all of my bases here as a backup dude. Frank, I know how much you love this guy. I really am sorry I took John Birdie from you.
Oh, my God. I am so hurt. This is terrible. I want to quit fantasy baseball.
See? I know, but listen, I will absolutely trade him to you. I won't even
rage quit this draft. because you took John Birdie.
Second, third, short, and left field eligible this
That's
year. And
fantastic.
could put up 50 steals. It's round 17, so there you go. Mike Haber, middle of 17th round.
All right. Oh man, how can I make Joe hate me even more?
I love that that is a goal of this draft right now.
Oh, that's a goal of our life.
Wow.
Well, okay, but
Frank Bucco bringing the violence here in the 17th round.
let's not push that forward.
Hey.
right.
I'm gonna take some Jose Alvarado.
Nice. I just picked him up in that in the Can-Am Dynasty League. So I replaced John Brebbia with that guy. I do like him quite a bit. So Jose Alvarado,
That's going along with my
Run the
high
ball.
strikeout upside bullpen. That's what I'm.
And you know what? I think he really did figure something out at AAA when he went down last year. Because when he came back like in August, he was just lights out.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm all over that. Frank, 17th round, round this out for us.
I am going to take my catcher. Finally,
here we go. Someone's finally taking a catcher.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm gonna ride that D-backs train, and I'm gonna take Gabriel Moreno.
Woo! Nice pick, Frank.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
That is fun.
Now, all my infield and my outfield have been filled.
Mm-hmm.
And I am.
It looks like we got one, two. Looks like you got 3 starters in Sonny Gray.
4 starters.
Logan Gilbert, Darvish, and Alcantara. So your rotation looking pretty good. Where do we go here?
I'm going to go with my 5th starter, and I am going to.
Don't do it.
Wait a minute.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I am going to do it.
I'm going to.
I mean, I don't think it's the one you want, Joe.
I'm going to ask you very nicely.
What's that?
Just don't do it.
I am going to maybe not do it. I'm not really sure right now.
I'm so glad that I live rent-free in Frank's head that I can say things like this. He just changes his mind out of it.
No. Who's in front of me?
Welcome to my Alex Verdugo nightmare.
Jose Barrios is in front of me.
It was your fault, Joe.
Merrill Kelly, Nathan Evaldi, Jose Urquidy, Trevor Rogers, Marcus Stroman, Sean Manaea, Tyler Mahle.
Okay. There's some interesting names there.
Yeah, but then I'm looking at these relievers, and I hate the fact that it just doesn't suggest like the player. It's like, suggest another player, and you got to sit here and tap it.
Like, who do you think I'm trying to not get him to draft?
I am going to draft Robert Suarez.
Okay, that's definitely not the guy.
I know.
Robert Suarez.
I thought you were trying to get me to not draft Merrill Kelly.
That's also not the guy.
Okay.
It's also not the guy.
I was going to take him.
Now I have to survive Mike Haber.
So I know it's a starter.
It is in fact a starting pitcher.
Although I don't know that this guy will be available for you, given where his ADP is right now. Is Alex Cobb available for you right now?
Alex Cobb is not available for me.
Okay, because he is available for me right now.
Okay.
In San Francisco.
And I would understand why you would think I would want in on that guy.
Yeah.
You like him.
And then the other guy I think it could be is Tyler Mahle.
Okay.
Am I right?
I'm not saying a word. You have a pick to make.
I personally think it's somebody else.
You do? Okay.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's Carrasco.
Interesting. The Met.
Yep.
I don't think it's Carrasco. I think it's Tyler Mahle, but I'm not gonna pick him because I have 5 starters already. So I'm gonna go ahead and get I do need another reliever, so let's do that. You know what? Joe Bob, welcome.
Joe Bob
Joe
Herget
Bob Herget.
is the RP that he's going to take from me. I was going to totally pair him with Carlos Estevez in like the 22nd round. Shucks. I guess I'm just going to have to go get my SP5. There was this kid that when he was coming up, there were these two guys who were really, really high on this dude when he was coming up in like this really crappy ballpark for this really bad team. And they loved this dude. They thought his strikeout rate was fantastic. They thought he was like the future of this franchise behind this other really good prospect that was out there on the same team. And now neither of those guys are on this team. Do you know who I'm talking about, Frank?
I think you're talking about Noah Syndergaard.
I am not, but he does kind of fit that mold.
I thought you were talking about him and DeGrom.
Right? It could be that kind of way. In this sense, I'm talking about this crappy team, the Cincinnati Reds, who had Luis Castillo as like the frontline dude, and here's Tyler Mahle as in fact the guy, because he was good. He was in a crap ballpark, and then he went to Minnesota and was hurt. So if what you thought was true of Tyler Mahle in the shit ballpark,
right?
Why is it not true now off the injury, Mike Haber?
Yeah, that's it.
Yet I'm getting him in the 18th now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, I will take that as my 5-starter all day. And now I need another reliever because you guys seem to be intent on getting relievers, and I'm not going to have my heart broken for yet another round. So I'm going to go find a reliever. I don't know who it is. I haven't done reliever rankings for what that's worth. I have absolutely very little clue on what's worthwhile in getting, but I don't know. I guess Tanner Scott's going to close games, right? Sure, him. Why not?
Really?
I think Dylan Floro is going to close, but I think he'll get some opportunity.
Yeah, Dylan Floro, their closer.
Okay, cool. I'll remember that. Mike Haber, middle of the 19th round. Get me some sleepers, guys. Get me some good sleepers here.
Oh, you want a sleeper?
Yeah, come on. We got like 7 rounds to go. We got to get some good names.
Oh my lord!
Then let's throw Shea Langoliers in there.
Woo! That's a name.
That is a name.
All right. Why do you like that kid, Mike?
He was stuck behind Sean Murphy for a long time, and Sean Murphy is gone, and this guy is the clear starting catcher in Oakland, where nobody gets on base.
And Brown's going to drive in 1 billion runs by not getting on base.
Yep. No, but playing in Oakland, he's going to get opportunities, and that's what we like when we look at young catchers. Is hey, does he have a chance to play every day or regularly? And I think this guy will. So
he sure does. He sure does. Frank, what do you got for the back end of the 19th round for us, man?
I am going to take a reliever to round out my relievers. And I'm going to take Kendall Graveman's setup man and Aaron Bummer.
Oh,
nice guy. We're starting to peel off some pieces to some bullpens here.
All right,
Frank,
so
you got another one.
I know. And now I'm going to try and find this guy, if he's still here.
Who are we looking for?
You'll see.
Okay. It's not like we can take him from you.
No, I know that, but
we can certainly talk about him while you're looking for him.
We'll talk about him when I draft him. I found him.
All right.
So we're going to put a prospect on our bench.
All right.
Okay.
Who we going with?
We're going to, continue the shortstop legacy in Colorado and take Ezekiel Tovar.
He's going to be my starting shortstop potentially for this dynasty league.
That's why I did that.
Yeah, I don't.
I like
You know
it.
what? They have a long history of putting together shortstop prospects in Colorado. I don't hate it. I mean, Brendan Rodgers didn't appear to work out, but maybe this kid will.
He was brought up as a second baseman anyway, I thought.
Maybe. I don't know. Mike Haber, 20th round. Who's the next guy that's gonna make me go woo?
I have a name for you.
Okay.
You ready for this name?
I am.
Adalberto Mondesi.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's ask Mike the over under on that. What
Okay. Yes. So
Mike-
Frank
Mike
was
Haber.
asking me. Yeah, there you go.
Mike Haber. Over under between Trevor Story when he comes back and plays, which will probably be like middle of the year,
hmm
and Adalberto Mondesi over 50 stolen bases this year. Over or under.
Combined?
Combined.
That's a good question. I don't know. I'd probably say under.
Really?
I think under is that answer. Here's the one I've got for you, Mike.
Yeah.
Adalberto Mondesi plus Trevor Story. Games played in the same lineup.
0.
Over or under 24 and a half.
Probably under that number.
That they would not be in the same. They would be in the same lineup together as under 25 games.
Well, actually, that's not true. I'm gonna go over on that.
Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
the
go-
hope in the Red Sox, right?
Yeah, I mean, Kike Hernandez is not a shortstop, really. So
No, he's
I
not.
mean, so if you, I just don't. There's one odd man out here though. If you're gonna play Tristan Casas at first, and you're gonna play Justin Turner as your everyday DH, and someone's not gonna get playing time there. But right
Devin
now, Mondesi is
Dillard.
penciled in as second base.
Oh, ew.
Rough.
I don't think any of that, honestly. Like, if they're gonna make Mondesi and Story the middle infield of the future, not thrilled about it. But
No.
if Casas is real, it changes everything, though. I guess, right?
If Casas is real, yes.
And again, if you get 120 games out of Mondesi, you might see 50 steals out of that. So in the 20th round, this is the cheapest this dude will ever be,
Correct.
or he will never get drafted again.
Correct.
Like,
And
that's
he
the only two outcomes here.
right. And I
Right.
feel good with Xander Bogaerts and Nolan Arenado as my short and third, but as a bench player for Mondesi, I'm thrilled with where I'm getting him, especially when he gets second base eligibility.
Totally with you. I'm just getting my roster pulled up here to see where I'm at with my relievers and my pitchers and whatnot. Still going to need a util because I'm not actually going to play John Birdie at utility. So at some point I'm going to have to get another hitter. But I'm also of the mindset to go catcher here.
Who's
I think
available catcher for you right now?
Jonah Heim, Christian Vasquez, Eric Haas, Elias Diaz, Joey Bart.
So dog shit. And Christian Vasquez.
So you think Vasquez is the best player of those five?
Absolutely.
Go ahead and
Dog
give me
shit
Jonah
and
Heim
Christian.
then. Go ahead and give me
Go
Jonah Heim.
for
Give me Jonah Heim to have the better season than Christian Vasquez.
I'll take that bet.
All right.
All right.
All right. That's my little sleeper little round here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the vet tracker. I'll put that in there. I have another pick, don't I?
Yes,
Yep.
you do.
You do.
All right, let me take care of that now. All right, so I've got my 5 starters. I've got most of my bullpen. It is time. It's time for old friend, right? It's got to be time for the old friend. The meme lives on for one more year.
No.
Hector Neris.
Oh, Lord.
Hector Neris. One more year. That dude is a joke in this league to everybody who doesn't know. Frank, you're part of that, are you not? You did trade him to Jason, didn't you? One of the 2 times?
But yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
All right. Mike, you got Mondesi. What other ridiculous high upside play are you looking to do now?
I think what I'm looking to do. Well, this guy is still available and it for whatever reason right now. So I'm gonna take Alex Cobb.
Do it.
Wow.
Do it.
Why
That's
not?
great.
As my sixth starter, I'll take that.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get to it in a minute. Frank, what do you got in round 21 for us, or the end of round 21 for us, buddy?
Well, I am looking at my offensive bench at this point,
Uh-huh.
and I feel like I want to go. I'm going to go with Trey Mancini
Nice pick, dude.
in round 21. Well, the end of
Mhm.
round 21.
Right.
He covers a lot of bases. First, according to
Yeah,
here,
for
first,
this
left and right.
program. Yeah.
Right.
Let's see where he's
I
at. Hold on.
think he's only first base eligible in Yahoo, so it's a bit of an adjustment there. But regardless, that dude is going to have a roster spot. He is going to DH a lot for the Cubs, and DH means no errors, which is something else we haven't yet hit on, but something
Correct.
we bigs.
As of right now, Trey Mancini has first, left, and right.
Yo, that's a fucking bonus. Get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice pick.
that's what he has
Okay,
done in
yeah.
here too.
Yeah.
All right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Nice
even
pick.
better. All right, Frank, kick off round 22 for us, buddy.
Okay, and I am going to, as my sixth starter, fifth starter.
Who you got in front of you?
Barrios, Evaldi, Carrasco, Molly, Eric Lauer, Jose Urquidy,
Okay, that's
Roansy
pretty good. That's pretty good
Contreras.
sampling. Where are you leaning at this point?
I'm leaning towards lower ERA
Okay.
as opposed to like the higher strikeouts.
Okay.
So, and I think that the guy who I'm gonna take is gonna have a decent season.
Okay.
This is gonna be on a team that's gonna win. So I'm gonna take Nathan Evaldi
Nate Evaldi.
because he's pitching for Texas, and I think
Yeah.
they're gonna be good.
I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of question marks as far as health in that rotation, but if he's a healthy guy that puts in 150 plus innings, he should be good. But between him and DeGrom and Heaney and Martin Perez has not been great in the past. And like, what else do they have? John Gray, who's never been healthy. Like,
Right.
listen, if you get the guy who's healthy, you're golden. Mike,
Right.
22.
It's just like picking. Yeah.
It's like picking the Philadelphia bullpen guy.
Whatever. Shut up. Dickhead.
Mike Haber, what do you got?
I'm gonna go along with my theme of high strikeout rates for bullpen pitchers and hope that it leads to something. So we're gonna go Trevor Stefan as my last reliever.
All right, good setup guy from the terrible, mediocre Cleveland Guardians who won the AL Central last year.
Yeah, mediocre offense. Yeah,
Mediocre, terrible team that I had finishing
That's right.
last division when the season started. So
That's
I will
right.
take my bumps where it is, but like I will put respect on their name because I disrespected them this time last year. All of that being said, I'm going to head back to the we're going to start talking about guys that I just enjoy as sleepers at this point. Mike, you went ahead and took Alex Cobb. I'll go ahead and take the better guy and take Sean Manaea.
Okay.
Wow.
Like, I think he's the second best pitcher in that Giants rotation if we're just talking about stuff. Like, it's Logan Webb. And then if you're going to give me the pick of Cobb, Manaea, Stripling, DeSclafani, and somebody else I'm missing.
Junis.
Alex Wood.
Alex Wood, that's the one. Junis
And
is there
Junis,
too.
too.
Junis is there too. Who's the best guy stuff alone out of those guys?
I mean,
Honestly, they're
I would
kind
say
of all
Ross
the same player.
Stripling.
It's take your guy. One guy could say Stripling. I could say Mania.
Yeah.
You could say Cobb. Like whatever. One of them's gonna do it because we've
Yeah,
seen it. With Osman
Yeah.
and Rodon and so many other dudes. Like, just get your guy. I
And they're
believe
all
in Mania.
pitching in San Francisco, so I think
Yeah.
they'll all be pretty decent. But
Yeah, I got Stripling in the dynasty. I've got my eye on Stripling in the dynasty league. Like it is what it is.
Yep.
I'm gonna follow that up here. Now I did do a starter, so I do have to follow that up with some sort of relief pitcher because I know I'm not going to get all of the guys I want back on the other end. I don't know. Are we all in agreement that Arizona could push 500 this year?
Yeah.
yeah, that bullpen.
Push it. I'm not saying they're gonna be the Orioles, but like, could they have 78, 77 wins?
It's
Yes.
possible.
Then
I
who
know-
the fuck is closing games there?
So I'm glad you brought that up because I think that if this team is competing mid-season, they're gonna get a closer.
They have
Right.
to.
So I don't see Kevin Ginkel or Joe Mantiply or Mark Melanson as like the option. The like
No.
No.
But we're in what round? Like the 20-something? This would not be a pick I would even actually make in the bigs, but I'm going to throw a name out there just so that we can have it. Keep an eye on Miguel Castro. He does have really good shit.
Yeah.
And if somebody could just figure out how to let him know that you actually have to throw the ball over the plate, he could be really good. I
Did we?
just
Did
don't know that he knows where the ball's going when he lets go of it.
Yeah,
you guys talk about Mantiply in Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like him, Mantiply, Melanson, Ginkel, like all these dudes could be the guy. I don't know.
I think it's going to be Mantiply, to be honest with you.
Sure, it could be.
I'm pretty sure Miguel Castro is Gregory Soto, but like the right-handed version of him.
Gregory Soto light.
Yeah. Yeah, very well could be.
Yeah.
And I guess now is the point I go, all right, guys, I guess Trevor May is still out there, so I'll go ahead and take him for the
Oh my God.
Trevor May.
Stop it.
Trevor May! He's gonna close, kind of. I took
Yeah.
2 days.
No,
All right. I took Hector Neris and Trevor May in the same draft. Go figure.
you now have the Lou Trevino of 2023.
Sure. As long as I can trade him for Logan Webb, I will be a happy guy.
Okay. Great.
P.S.
Anyway.
P.S.
Yeah.
Lou Trevino, I'm glad you brought him up because that's another name to close games in New York.
That's true. But he's god awful.
What?
That's gross.
I know.
He's
I
god
agree.
awful to close games there.
I'm not happy about that, but it's a name that has experience closing games. Anyway,
Oh, speaking of, I heard you mention, like, I can't believe some washed up A's closer could possibly close games for the Yankees. Forgetting for a fucking second that Clay Holmes is a washed up Pirates fucking reliever that you just found on the scrap heap and like, oh,
Wow.
dude, throw
Wow.
your slider more. Okay.
Wow, that's happening. That's happening.
it's true though. I hate it, but it's true. I hate it, but it's true.
Shit.
All right, dude, you're up here in the 23rd. You took Trevor Stephan.
All right, let's take this. You know what? While we're all taking Oakland A's,
Yeah.
Esteury Ruiz,
Yeah, do it, man.
welcome to the team.
That dude. Frank, do you have any idea who that kid is?
Esteury
Nah.
Ruiz?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he came from the Brewers.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And he
You know
steals a
what?
lot of base. He stole a
That's
lot of
it.
bases in AAA. A lot, like 70 bases or some shit like that. It was ridiculous.
It's sick. If he gets full-time playing time, he's the
Yeah,
best.
he's going to be like the next. They
Billy
say
Hamilton. Billy Hamilton.
Billy Hamilton, Ricky Henderson. Yeah,
Yeah, Billy Hamilton's the fucking ceiling right now until we actually see if he can hit.
Yeah.
I can't wait for my next pick. This is going to be fun.
Well, it is your pick right now.
You're up.
Well, I am going to go ahead and take whatever the word is,
Who's
solely,
Shirley? Oh.
solely
Solely.
on the eligibility piece alone.
Okay.
I'm going to take another bench piece, and
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and take Oswaldo Cabrera from the Yankees.
Oh,
How are you feeling right now?
Sure. Enjoy him. Enjoy
Yeah.
him.
Hey,
Do you think he's going to play left field for the New York Yankees on opening day?
No, I think Aaron friggin' Hicks is going to play left field for the New York
Do you
Yankees.
think
Ugh.
Oswaldo Cabrera is in the opening day lineup for the New York Yankees?
It depends on what's going on with this prospect shortstop battle that's happening
Mm.
because we have so many options there.
Mm.
But I do
It's
think
January 27th. You can change your mind in 5 minutes, but right now.
right now, he'll probably be the starting shortstop.
Okay.
Yeah.
who's
All
that?
right.
Volpe?
Cabrera.
No,
Cabrera.
Cabrera.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, his eligibility here is second base, shortstop, left field, and right field.
What is it in Yahoo, Mike?
In Yahoo, let's take a look.
Because in the Dynasty League where I have him, he's only right field eligible.
Left and right.
Okay. So if he's the everyday shortstop, he gains that 5 days in. So you get shortstop in the corners. That would be pretty nice.
That would be nice.
Especially in the 23rd round. I think it's a good call.
Yeah.
I think it's a great call.
Yeah.
Who do you got to back him up on the 24th round?
To back him up in the 24th round.
Yeah, it's so difficult to find the dart throws.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just a matter of which.
Yeah, which one do you believe in most? You know,
Right. And that's
I'm also blown away that we all got out of this draft without Christian Javier. I think that guy has the hottest,
I know,
sexiest body in baseball right now. Everybody wants him.
Can you fall asleep in the creases of his biceps though?
No,
yeah.
but no, I can't do that. But I can definitely fall asleep to videos of his slider.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, he'll give you a slider, all right.
I'm sure he will.
Get your picture in the 24th round, buddy.
Look out for bad news. I'm gonna go homer here in the 24th round and take Joe Jimenez.
Okay. That'll be the setup guy for Iglesias, potentially, right?
No, between him, Minter, and someone else,
Yeah.
you know,
Somebody.
one of Jackson Stevens or some other, you know. So.
All right. Mike Haber, 25th round. We got 2 more picks here. I'm sorry, 24th round. We got 3 more to go. So what do you got here?
Why am I a round ahead of you guys? I'm in the 25th round.
Well, yeah, because you made your 24th selection, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
I'm gonna go with the number 2 hitter on one of the best teams in baseball. Let's go Michael Brantley.
Wow. He's available now?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't know if that second place hitter on the Astros sticks all season.
Yeah, who knows?
Like I think he'll end up hitting 7th by the time like everything shakes out. But either way, that's still a really good pick this late.
Yeah,
it is.
I was looking at an outfielder too, but I think I'm going to go elsewhere because right now my only. Oh wow, Oswaldo Cabrera is here too. Yeah, my only backup infielder is John Birdie, and I mean, look, Ramirez, Lindor, Altuve, in theory, would be like the best deal, right? But let me just be on the safe side and go ahead and add Ha-Sung Kim as well, just to feel like I have 2 dudes that I can cover the infield with, and now I don't necessarily have to worry about it for a minute. And then we talk about Ha-Sung Kim at the back end of the 24th. Like, that dude's going to lead off in front of those guys for a month.
Yeah, for a month. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. All right. And now the 25th round. Let's see, as mine is quickly hurrying up for us here. Oh, all right.
Well, I'm just gonna get the guy with all of the eligibility on the really, really good team. Go ahead and give me Chris Taylor as my backup for everything else.
Wow.
Available in 25.
I thought you were gonna go Brendan Donovan there.
You know, he's another dude that's incredibly eligible on Yahoo. Like, that's the type of dude you hone in on is when it's necessary. Obviously, I wouldn't take Taylor and Birdie and Kim, but like this is the example of those type of guys.
Yeah.
Right. What do you got here?
Just checking one thing real quick here. Okay. We're gonna take. Is this my last pick? This is my last pick. Wow.
Second to last. Second to last.
No, this is my last.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's round 25.
Oh, then we have 7 bench spots in the bigs. We definitely have 20 masters.
Oh well.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Whatever.
Go ahead and make the pick, Mike.
All right. Let's go Marcus Stroman.
Yo.
Interesting.
Yo. In the final round, if you got that dude, he's good. He's Marcus Stroman. He's good. He's just gonna like solidly throw you 165, 170 innings to like a 3. He threw to a 3.5 ERA last year.
Yeah. And he's not going to give me the strikeouts, but you know what?
Right.
I have other guys that can do that.
Yeah, he's just a safe floor for the ratios. That's all it is.
Yep.
Frank, finish us out, man. This is the final pick.
Ugh. And I hate this pick, but
Uh-oh.
I was gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. Oh. Ugh. Jesus. This is terrible. Wow. This is really bad. Oh, you got an A+ draft rating. Good job.
Yes, I did.
Good job.
Thank you. Just wanted to brag for
Yeah,
that.
along the way, I lost track as I was keeping all of the rounds up, but
I'm just gonna go and say screw it, and I'm gonna
yeah,
take what's probably the 5th starter on a really good World Championship team in Jose Urquidy as my last pick.
there you go.
Nice.
Jose Urquidy is a good pitcher, and Jose Urquidy is also on that dynasty team that I have. Yeah, absolutely. He could definitely be the 5 starter.
I
think
got
they
a B-.
might
This is bullshit. My
Well,
draft
Frank,
was
you did-
awesome.
Frank, in their defense, you did take James Karinchak, who's a setup guy, in like the 15th. You took a catcher that isn't really all that valuable for this particular redraft. I love the kid. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Moreno, Tovar. What was the other interesting one? Was the it was Gregory Soto in the 12th. That's the other one. That like, hey man. But this is why we do this in January, man. I'm with you. Like, I don't like Jonah Heim now that I'm really looking at it because I feel like I could do better even later.
Yeah. True.
Would you take any of your picks back and redo it, Mike Haber?
Hell yeah. I could probably redo the round 8 and maybe
The Jake
take
McCarthy pick?
maybe the Jake McCarthy pick. I really do like him as a player,
Mhm.
but maybe get one solid, consistent closer because David Bednar was available. Like there were other guys that would be
I
that
saw
number.
Bednar available earlier too, and I thought about taking him.
Yeah. So
But
that would
then I
be
was like, wait, it's the Pirates. Like,
right.
There's
are
the
they
other
going to win games? Probably like
he might be good. He might be able to get 30 saves.
That's what you want. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, but what if they trade him? What if he and Reynolds get traded at the deadline together?
Yeah.
Like that's a complete possibility.
I
was
mean,
also-
yeah, it's a possibility.
I was talking with Frank about how possible it was that Glasnow and Yandy Diaz could be paired together to go somewhere.
Yeah.
this
they
year.
get traded at the same time.
This year.
That would be quite the haul they'd pull in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and shut that down. Thank you so much for being here with us. Again, please go click that subscribe button, ring that bell so that you know when we go live or when new things are uploaded. We're going to be making a ton of content for things in the future. For Mike Haber, for Frank Bucco, for everybody here at It's the Bigs, we thank you guys all for watching. And until next time, guys, it's been real.